Hey there folks, welcome to this video, and here I'm going to be talking about the WRC and kind of updating on a bit of a debate that I had a bit earlier in the season after Rally Deutschland. In the review for the German event, I said that Tanak would potentially win the title, and I said that Toyota might not do the double and Hyundai would win the manufacturers. I also said that whoever wins the title will probably win it either in Britain or in Australia. Now, Spain is about 2 weeks away, and do I think I am going to have to eat my words on this matter? Well, I'm not too sure. So, the scene going into Rally Spain is that Tanak and Martin Jovijoya have a 28-point advantage over Sebastian Ogier and Julian Ingrassia. And with 2 rounds left, the maximum score from each round is 30 points. So essentially, all they need to do, in theory, is expand that gap by 3 points in Spain to pretty much set in stone they'll win the title. Now personally, I think they only need to score 2 points more than Ogier and Ingrassia, and that's because of countback. So right now, Tanak has got what? 6 wins. He's got 6 wins because he's won Sweden, Chile, Portugal, Finland, Germany and Britain. Ogier's currently won 3. If we go into a situation where there was 30 points gap, that means that Ogier didn't win in Spain. Which would mean that he'd have a maximum of 4 wins from the season if he won in Australia and got maximum points in the power stage. Which would mean on countback, Tanak and Jovijoya would have 240 points and 6 wins, whereas Ogier and Ingrassia would have 240 points and 4 wins. At least that's the maths of life worked out. And that would be interesting if it went to countback. But let's see how Tanak could wrap the title up in Spain. And it would be by essentially mathematically denying it even by countback in Spain. And the way that that could happen could even be quite interesting. So say Ogier beats Tanak, but it's like once in second and once in third. So Ogier's in second, gets 18 points, and Tanak gets third. If Ogier doesn't get any points in the power stage, and Tanak gets 5, that's 15 plus 5 to 20, it's 18 plus 0 at 18. That's 2 points more, that's 30 points, and that in theory is Tanak sealing up the championship. So I might be about to have to eat my words on the matter. I might be. But I'm not too sure about the manufacturers one. So Hyundai currently have an 8-point advantage over Toyota. 340 points to 332. And going into the final 2 rounds, they've pretty much pulled all the stops out. So Thierry Neuville is essentially still in the running for the Drivers' Championship. But it's looking more and more impossible. However, they have a strong roster of multiple drivers that they're going to be bringing into these final rounds, almost a complete lineup change potentially. Because they have, for Catalonia, what they have confirmed is Dani Sordo, Sebastian Loeb and Thierry Neuville. And for Australia, we believe Andreas Mikkelsen and Thierry Neuville. Third car is potentially going to be a toss-up between Craig Breen and Dani Sordo, depending on how Sordo performs in Spain. And, well, it's his home rally, and he's usually done quite well. Just hope he can get a win out of it. But at the same time, Loeb is pretty much unbeaten in Spain, and he will have a good start position. Not to say that Sordo won't. Sordo will also have a good start position in terms of road order, but Loeb will have a brilliant one. So they could both potentially get Hyundai a 1-2, which would not seal the manufacturer's title, but make it almost unassailable going into Australia, especially if they bring in a Mikkelsen and a Breen, or even a Mikkelsen and a Sordo, because they could easily sacrifice one driver, say, tell Thierry to go flat out, and if he goes off, you've got 2 solid drivers bringing home stable points finishes. I think the manufacturer's title will go down to the wire, though I do think Hyundai will have it over Toyota just because of the variety and depth they have in their squad. And it will show a kind of return to an old point from the WRC, kind of point that we saw in the early noughties, which is specialised drivers on part-time contracts actually can do quite well. Anyway, those are my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.